1933, a depression-battered Germany votes Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party into power.
We are wargamers on the electronic front, and we must argue.
Turn-based.
Real-time.
Turn-based.
Real-time.
There's no point in arguing. The debate will go on forever.
One thing's certain, though. Iron Cross might bring a few people over the fence to the real-time side because...
unlike 99% of all real-time strategy games,
it doesn't stink.
It is, in fact, genuinely adequate, and it's from New World.
Let's take a look, shall we? Iron Cross is a real-time war game that lets you simulate a nice mix of battles from the final days of World War II. The scale is tactical, squad-sized infantry, and individual armor units.
And while it's not what I'd call an interesting game, Iron Cross is appealing on a visceral level.
Amen. It suffers in the strategy department, but it makes a lot of loud noises when you blow things up. The game wins good points on the intuitive scale. Everything works pretty logically, and everything that needs to be displayed is.
You start out by selecting a scenario. The selection is decent, and you can create custom scenarios too. You set the sides, the map, and the time available for the fight.
After that, you buy things. Infantry, tanks, whatever. It's all here. And your shopping list is based on quasi-historical limits appropriate to the battle in question. Beyond that, you've got a lot of freedom in choosing unorthodox forces, if you like.
It would have been nice to have a roster of the forces used in the actual battle, in case we wanted to do a strict historical, but Iron Cross is missing more important features than that.
Very true. You can't save games, for instance.
I'm still puzzled by that one.
You play out each scenario with a commanding officer of your own creation.
Iron Cross doesn't support real campaign play, but you at least get to watch your officers increase in rank.
Are all of those officers yours?
I like variety. Leave me alone. Now we get to the good part. Gameplay.
Well, it's good, yes, but it has a few problems. Look down on the battlefield there.
Lots of infantry, so?
Which ones are normal infantry, and which ones are tank busters or flamethrower troops?
Ah, yes. That problem. You can't tell the infantry apart.
We should also point out that the gameplay is slow in spots. There are some scenarios where it can take 10 minutes or so to get to the fight.
Too true. They should have started the attackers a little bit closer to the fight.
And we've already mentioned that the game has no save feature.
Which is scary. What the heck were they thinking?
Yeah, I know. But as I said, even though we've already mentioned it, it bears repeating. No save, folks. Be warned.
I feel warned.
Good.
The coolest thing about Iron Cross is that it feels like a war movie, and that comes from the excellent sound effects.
Yeah, the music is a little cheerful for my taste, but compared to Operation Europe...
See our swell review, also in this episode.
Damn. Compared to Operation Europe, it's absolutely grim.
I wonder if the upbeat war game is some kind of sick trend.
Good lord, I hope not.
But music aside, the battle sounds are great, and grant more than a little realism to an otherwise very straightforward and semi-interesting game.
The lack of a save feature is enough to keep me from playing this too much, but I have to admit, the little game kinda grows on you after a while.
Yep. I'll be putting the scenarios through their paces at least once more before shelving it forever, which all by itself elevates Iron Cross to the pedestal of competence.
If not actually making it great, which it isn't.
Agreed. If I were reviewing it for a magazine or something...
Which you are.
True. I'd use a phrase like stunningly adequate to describe Iron Cross. For those looking for a good real-time war game, Iron Cross is a fair buy. And it's easy to learn, which makes it good for newcomers.
You could do worse then?
You could do worse.